Hello, welcome to your practice and welcome to Studio B. My name is Jyothi Bainey and we're going to do about a 10-minute quick stretch break talking about working within your limits today. To prepare for this quick stretch break, let's begin by bringing both of our feet onto the mat. And if they don't comfortably reach, you might place books, blocks, a rolled up blanket, really anything that you have around you to get that sense of grounding through both of your feet. If you have a chair that has rolls on the bottom, make sure it's safe and secure, maybe moving against a wall or locking those wheels so that they will not move. And then slide slightly forward in your seat so that your spine is tall and upright. And we're going to begin by bringing our awareness to our shoulders. So just let the right arm elongate alongside you and start to circle the right shoulder forward, up, back, and down. And you'll just do this, 3 to 5 times, depending on the pace at which you are taking this movement. And then when you're ready, you might just reverse that, moving the shoulder back, up, forward, and down. And I like to do these shoulder movements one shoulder at a time, specifically because it gives me the opportunity to notice any differences from one side to the next. Let's stop that movement, bring your right hand to your lap and switch sides. So left arm lengthening alongside you and then rolling that left shoulder forward, up, back, and down. This is just a nice way to remember what it's like to have more of an upright, alert posture, which can get quite sloppy when we sit at our desks all day. Reverse that direction, forward, up, back, and down. And for me, I'm left-handed, so I feel this shoulder quite a bit more. It's just an interesting thing to notice, the differences in the sides of the body. And then let's bring that left hand onto the lap. And imagine that you have a barrel around the torso, and we want to clean out the interior of that barrel. So shifting the awareness to the ribs and the torso. And begin by moving the ribs and the torso forward to the front of the barrel, and then gliding over to the right, dropping to the back of the inside of the barrel, and then over to the left. And if it feels more intuitive to you to keep this a really structured 4-pointed movement, you could do that. Or if it feels natural to start to move this into more of a fluid, circular type movement, you could do that as well. And so keep this movement going. We're going to do this about 30 seconds or so. When we talk about working within our limits, while we're doing stretches, we actually have the opportunity within the body to notice the body's limitations and boundaries. Let's start to reverse that circle. So the next time the torso is forward, pause, and then start to reverse counterclockwise, that circular motion in the torso. The body will really tell us when we've reached its boundary or its limit. It'll just literally communicate, I can't go any farther without you injuring me. We're not always as skillful at recognizing our limitations professionally or even personally. We just keep loading things onto the to-do list without honoring our own personal boundaries. Let's stop into center, pause for a moment. Maybe just settle the eyes onto something and take a full breath in. And just a really relaxed breath out. And then let's get out of the seat, stand on up. I'm going to turn my chair sideways purely so that you can see me a little bit more clearly. You do not have to do that. But please do bring the hands to the back of the chair and once again ensure that your chair is stable and not going to go anywhere. And then start to lift the heels off the mat, rising to the balls of the feet. Lower the heels, lift the tops and toes, rocking to the heels. And just continue this motion, lifting up onto the toes, rocking back onto the heels at your own pace. This is a nice way to stimulate circulation in the feet and the legs, which can often become less than optimal when we're seated for long periods of time. If you're feeling a little playful today, which I often am, you can experiment with lifting the hands, and this becomes more of a balancing challenge at that point. Let's do 1 or 2 more of these. And then the next time that you come from the heels, just stop, both feet solidly on the mat. And again, take a really natural breath in and a complete breath out. And we'll stay in this orientation at the back of the chair, hands on the back of the chair, and start to walk the feet back. It might just be 3 to 4 foot lengths Or you might continue, and this is, you can think of this like a traction table at your office or at home. You can really control the depth of this yourself. You might even move into a tabletop position here, making the spine nice and long. And again, if you've been seated in a chair for many hours today, this might feel absolutely delicious. And just really noticing the breath as it's flowing in and out of the body. It's like an internal massage. And then if you're curious to go a little bit deeper, we have about 3 more breaths here. You might bend the knees and let the pelvis and the seat drop down and back, just shifting the awareness a little bit more into the low back. Keeping the breath really relaxed and remembering that at no point in these quick stretch breaks should we be straining. And then if you bent the legs, slowly straightening. Lift the head looking forward and take your time to walk the feet forward. Making sure there's no dizziness or lightheadedness. Pause for a moment and just take a breath or two here. And then we'll come back to seated, preparing for a spinal twist. And depending on the style of your chair, you might have the ability to do what I'm about to do, which is to sit with my knees facing one side of the chair. And then you could keep both feet flat, or if it's available, cross your right thigh over your left. Take your left hand to the knees, right hand behind you onto the chair, and then gently spiral the spine around, chin rotating over that right shoulder. And just a reminder, there's no forcefulness here. There's no aggression in this twist. We're just allowing the spine to move in its natural rotation and breathing in a calm, easy way. And then slowly releasing the head. The rest of the spine will naturally follow. Uncross the right leg if you crossed it. Bring the knees straight ahead, feet flat on the floor, and just take a breath here. And these little breath breaks, you can do these in between answering emails. Let's take the knees to the other direction, in between meetings or Zoom calls. You could keep the feet on the floor or cross left thigh over right. Right hand to the knees, left hand behind you, and moving into that twist. And so the same way when I move you through this quick stretch break, that I give you opportunities for just a breath or two of pause, knowing that that's a practice that you could bring into your workday or even into your personal life. Pausing for a breath or two in between emails, phone calls, meetings, or difficult conversations. And then looking forward, letting the spine unravel. Once again, knees facing forward. And then just a couple of moments to center. Slide the pelvis back. Let the spine be supported by the back of the chair. Rest the hands on the lap. And then one option is just to find something of interest in front of you to settle the gaze. Another is to softly close the eyes. And as you're breathing here, relaxing into the kind of like soft skeleton of your body, maybe just silently saying to yourself, today I will work within my limits. Today I will honor my boundaries. Remembering that I have value just being, not only doing. And so today I will work within my limits. And then allowing that next breath to bring you back into the present moment, here and now, opening up the eyes, returning to the screen whenever you're ready, and preparing to move on with your day. Thank you for your time, your attention, your energy, and always thank you for your practice. I look forward to being together again soon. Be blessed.